सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति। सुखं नित्यं स्वप्रकाशं व्यापकं नामरूपयोः अधिष्ठानं बुद्ध्यबोध्यं बुद्धिर्दृग्यत्तु निर्मलम् अपारं सर्ववेदान्तवेद्यं प्रत्यक्परं महः तदेवाहं न मत्तोऽन्यदिति मे निश्चितामतिः। So while answering the question of Shishya regarding Guru Vedanta being unreal, the Acharya said that samsara is mithya and Guru Vedanta also mithya, and therefore there can be badhya badhaka sambandha. And he gave general rule, yayoho parasparam satta samana तयोः एव परस्परं साधकता वा बाधकता वा भवति. So he said that when between the two entities there is same degree of reality, that type of sambandha is there. When the two things have samana sattakatvam, means having the same degree of reality, existence, then only they will have sadhakata and badhakata. Means then only one can become the negator of the other, or one can be the supporter of the other. Regarding that, question was raised that we have situation where Vishama Satta is there, between the Adhisthana and Aropita. Adhisthana is Sadhaka for Aropita. So Adhisthana Sadhaka, even though Adhisthana is Vyavaharika and Aropita is Pratibhasika. And Badhaka also, the Rajju Gnanam is Badhaka and it is Vyavaharika, whereas Badhya, the Sarpa, is Pratibhasika. So even though they don't have same degree of reality, still they have got Badhya Badhaka Sambandha. For that answer was given. First, regarding Sadhakatva, that how Adhishthanam is Sadhaka and Adhyaropita is Sadhya, and they are having the same degree of reality. So Adhishthanam, generally we say that Adhishthanam is the having different degree of reality, but here from a particular angle it is said that Adhishthanam also is having the same degree of reality as Adhyaropita. How? For Adhishthanam to be Adhishthanam, it should have ignorance, and ignorance is, in the case of the Rajju Sarpa, it is having the Pratibhasika. Tula Vidya is Pratibhasika. Therefore, Ajnana Vishishta Rajju is Pratibhasika. And that Pratibhasika, Ajnana Vishishta Rajju, is the Adhishthanam for Pratibhasika Sarpa. Therefore, Pratibhasika Ajnana Vishishta Rajju is the Sadhaka for Pratibhasika Sarpa. Therefore, there is no dosha. There is a Samasattakatvam. And even for the case of Brahman also, the Avidya is Vyavaharika, or Maya is Vyavaharika. So Vyavaharika Maya Vishishta Brahma alone is the Adhishthanam of this Vyavaharika Jagat. Therefore Samasattakatvam is there. And in Panchapadika it is said that Tula Vidya is not separate from Mula Vidya. Therefore even by Rajju Gnanam, the Rajju Avidya, Tula Vidya is not completely gone. Rajju Avidya, Tula Vidya will go away only when this Mula Gnana goes away. So by Mula Gnanam, Brahma Gnanam alone, this complete removal of this Tula Vidya happens. Till then what happens? This Rajju Ajnanam is remaining as is what is called non-operational in Mula Vidya. When required, it will be operational again. And therefore, this Mula Vidya is removed only by this Brahma Vidya, and Brahma Vidya is Vyabharika, Mula Vidya is also Vyabharika. Therefore, there is no this Vishama Sattakatva. So, Brahma Vidya or Brahma Jnanam is Vyabharika, and this Mula Vidya and even Tula Vidya, Mula Vidya in which Tula Vidya is included, that also is Vyabharika. Therefore, the Badhakatvam also Vishama Sattakam is not there. This was given Prasanganusari Samadhana, means Abhyupetyavada incidental this solution. Now, in the next sentence, which is the continuation of the footnote, Tattva Drishtya Vicharya Manetu, but when we are analyzing from the standpoint of the reality, Adhisthana Rupa Sadhakam, Adhisthana Jnana Rupa Adhisthana Rupa Sadhake, Adhisthana Jnana Rupa Badhake cha Samasattakatva Niyamaha Nasti. So here one interesting thing is, Adhishthanam is the sadhaka for Adhyarupita. Adhisthana Jnanam is a badhaka for Adhyarupita. So he says Adhisthana Rupa Sadhake, in the case of the supporter in the form of Adhisthana, and Adhisthana Jnana Rupa Badhaka, the remover in the form of Adhisthana Jnanam. In both the cases, Samasattakatva Niyamaha Nasti. He said rule is really not there. So rule, having accepted the rule, we had given Samadhana. But really speaking, our Paramasiddhanta is rule is not there. Since rule is not there, therefore violation is not a problem. Tathahi means the Vivaranam is given. Adhisthana Rupa Sadhakam Vishama Sattakam Eva. He says Adhisthana Rupa Sadhakam, the supporter in the form of Adhisthana, like Rajju, like Shukti, that Sadhakam always Vishama Sattakam. It's not that it can be, need not be. It is always Vishama Sattakam. It is always having different degree of reality. Na Kachidapi Samasattakam. It is never having the same degree of reality as Adhyarupita. Why? Because Adhisthana means that. Adhisthana means that which is the cause for something which is of lower degree of reality. So for Adhishthanam to be Adhishthanam, it will be like that. And therefore, the Adhishthanam is Vishama Sattaka is not a problem because that is the nature of Adhisthana. So Niyama Nasti. What about Badhakam? In Badhakam there are like two varieties are there. Adhisthana Jnana Rupa Badhakam tu Kvachit Vishama Sattakam and Kvachit Samasattakam. Yatha Shukti Rajatasya Badhakam Shukti Jnanam Swapna Jagatha Badhakam Jagrat Jnanam cha Badhyapekshaya Adhika Sattatvad Vishama Sattakam. In the case of Shukti Rajata, the shell silver, for that shell silver Badhaka, the negator is what? Shukti Jnanam, the knowledge of the shell. That is Badhyapekshaya Adhika Sattaka. Because Shukti Rajata is Shukti Rajata is Pratibhasika and Shukti Jnanam is Vyavaharika, Antakarana Vritti Rupatva Vyavaharika. And therefore, Badhya Apekshaya Adhika Sattaka. Therefore, this Shukti Jnanam is having this existence of higher degree compared to the thing to be negated. And here Badhya means what? Shukti Rajata. Shukti Rajata Badhya Apekshaya. The Shukti Jnanasya Adhika Sattakatvat Vishama Sattakam. Therefore, they are having different degree of reality. So, Shukti Rajata is Pratibhasika and Shukti Jnanam is Vyavaharika. And Shukti Rajata is Badhya and Shukti Jnanam is Badhaka. So, Badhya, Pratibhasika Badhya and Vyavaharika Badhaka. And therefore, they have got the Vishama Sattakatva. It is always like this. In the case of the Shukti Rajata or Rajju Sarpa, it will be like that. Kvachittu Samasattakam api bhavati. In some case, it will become of same degree of reality. Where yatha vyavaharika jagatah badakam brahma jnanam. Brahma jnanam is vyavaharika. Brahma is paramarthika, but Brahma jnanam is vyavaharika. And it is the badaka of what? Vyavaharika jagata. So there is no Vishama Sattakam, Samasattakam. So in some cases, there will be Vishama Sattaka being badaka. Some cases, this same Sattaka also can be badaka. Alright. Parantu, here this one I wanted to re-explain. Parantu, mithya jnanameva mithya vastunaha badakamiti niyamaha bhavati eva. He says, general rule, the common denominator in both the situations, whether this badaka is samasattaka or vishamasattaka, whatever it is. But mithya jnanam, jnanam will be mithya alone. Let us see example. Rajju jnanam, which is the badaka for sarpa, that Rajju jnanam is vyavaharika. And being vyavaharika, it is badhya. It is mithya from paramarthika drishti. So Rajju jnanam, which is vyavaharika, it is paramarthika drishtya mithya jnanam. So here mithya jnanam we should understand as from paramarthika drishtya. Paramarthika drishtya, the jnanam which is mithya jnanam, that alone mithya vastuna badakam. And here mithya vastu is in the form of pratibhasika rajju sarpa. So whether the badhya is pratibhasika or vyavaharika, there can be variation. But the badaka will always be mithya. So badhya, in the case of this rajju sarpa, badhya is rajju. In the case of rajju sarpa removed by the rajju jnanam, badhya is rajju sarpa. That is also mithya. And mithya rajju sarpa mithya vastunaha rajju sarpasya badakam. Negator kim? Mithya jnanam. What mithya jnanam? Rajju jnanam. Rajju jnanam also is paramarthika drishtya mithya alone. And in the case of the Brahma jnanam becoming badaka, that Brahma jnanam also is mithya jnanam, paramarthika drishtya. So paramarthika drishtya mithya jnana rupam Brahma jnanam mithya vastunaha jagataha badakam. So whatever be the situation, jnanam, any jnanam which is paramarthika drishtya mithya, that alone badakam is the badaka, is the negator of mithya vastu. And mithya vastu can be pratibhasika or vyavaharika. Only the difference will come only in the badhya mithya vastu. Whether it is pratibhasika or vyavaharika, paramarthika drishtya both are what? Mithya only. So mithya jnanam is another word what? Paramarthika drishtya mithya jnanam. And this mithya jnanam will be having two varieties. One is the Rajvadi jnanam, other is the Brahma jnanam. But both of them are vyavaharika. So vyavaharika mithya jnanam, Rajvadi jnanam or Brahma jnanam, both of them are mithya jnanam. That is the badakam of mithya vastu. Mithya vastu can be pratibhasika or vyavaharika. So in badhya there can be variety. It can be pratibhasika or it can be vyavaharika. But in badaka there is no variety. It is always mithya jnanam, and that too vyavaharika mithya jnanam. So mithya jnanam eva mithya vastunaha badakamiti niyamaha bhavati eva. So our main thing, whether mithya jnanam can be pratibhasika or not, that is not our tatparya. What we want to say, paramarthika drishtya mithya jnanam eva mithya vastunaha badakam. iti niyamah bhavati eva. That is the rule. That is our main rule. That mithya jnanam negates the mithya vastu. Niyama bhavati eva. Tasmat, therefore, since this is the main rule, therefore, ihoktaha yaha niyamah. The rule which was told, iha means page number 144 in the paragraph 245, third line, yayoho paraspara satta, that rule which was told, saha adhisthana rupa sadakam adhisthana gnana rupa badakam cha vina avashishta padartha vishayaka iti jnaya. So this particular sentence is answering a possible doubt that aren't you contradicting with the Moolam? In Moolam say this is the rule, and here you are saying rule is not there. So will there not be contradiction? You are supposed to be the commentator on the Moola Grantha, and you are writing a commentary and you are contradicting with the Moolam. For that answer is given here. What is the answer? That in the Moolam, Samanya Niyamaha is given. Utsarga given. Utsarga means general rule is given. And in this Tippani, especially in the second part of the Tippani, this Utsarga is considered. And Utsarga and Apavada, this Tippani, Utsarga and Apavada is mentioned. In this second part of the Tippani, Utsarga and Apavada are both mentioned. So in the Tippani, Apavada situation is considered and refinement is done. Whereas in the Moolam, only general rule is given. And general rule called Utsarga and this exception called Apavada, they are not considered to be Viruddha. Utsargapavadayoho na virodha abhyupagamyate. Like in Vyakarana, Echoya Vayavaha will say after A any vowel comes, then A will become I. And Engah Padanta Dati will say no, A will be dropped, means between the Ekadesha will be there. So are there contradiction between these two rules? There is no contradiction. One is showing the exceptional situation. And our Vaiyakaranas know what is the perception about Utsarga and Apavada. He said Utsarga will be applied leaving the area for Apavada. So it is not that Utsarga comes and usko uthate Apavada. Apavada is not doing that. Utsarga is intelligent that Apavada is going to come, so leaving the scope for Apavada, there alone it is applying itself. Prakalpya chapavadam Utsargaha samihate, if I remember correctly. So leaving out the area for Apavada alone, that Utsarga is applied. And therefore, in Moolam, Utsarga was talked about, and in the Tika, Apavada is mentioned. Which Swamiji very nicely said once. He said, rules we talk about and exceptional we take care of. So rules alone we always talk about the rules, general rules alone we mention. Apavada we handle. We don't highlight the Apavada when we are presenting the rule. We generally, when we talk about any rule, first Utsarga only we highlight. And then exceptional situation we mention. When we are showing the relationship between the temperature and the volume, so that time we will say that only, that the volume is directly proportional to the temperature. That is the presentation. And then we mention that there is some exceptional situation. So here in the Moolam, the Utsarga is talked about, here Apavada is talked about. And general, in between the Utsarga and Apavada, what is the common denominator? मिथ्याज्ञानमेव मिथ्यावस्तुनः बाधकम् इति नियमः भवत्येव. And therefore adhisthana rupa sadakam and adhisthana jnana rupa badakam cha vina, excluding these two situations, avashishta padartha vishayakah niyamah. Avashishtaha padarthaha vishayaha yasya niyamasya sa niyamah avashishta padartha vishayakah. So this rule is regarding all the things except this, excluding these two, adhisthana rupa sadakam and adhisthana jnana rupa badakam. Why? Because adhisthana rupa sadakam will not have samasattaka. In fact, it will have vishama satta only. Whereas adhisthana jnana rupa badaka can have samasatta, can have vishama satta. And therefore leaving out these two situations, elsewhere this rule is applied. Therefore the rule is not to be belittled or dismissed, but there are some apavada, there are some exception situation that is taken care of. And the Tippanikara's approach is that even in the maintaining the utsarga, whether we can give the solution. That was the attempt done in the first part of the Tippani. That is the approach. If without going to the apavada situation, if we can handle the situation without with the utsarga itself, that we do first, and that was done. So there was no contradiction between Moolam and this Tippani. All right. So far we have seen what samasattakayoho paraspara sadhakata badakata cha, that paragraph. At the end it was said atra idam akutam. In this regard, this following thing is akutam, is intended idea. What is the intended idea? Chaitanya paramarthiki satta asti, chaitanya bhinneshu mithya padartheshu vyavhariki va pratibhasiki va satta asti. In Chaitanyam, in consciousness, there is a paramarthiki satta, there is absolute existence. Chaitanya bhinneshu namarupeshu namarupatmaka padartheshu mithya padartheshu, in unreal things, vyavhariki satta or pratibhasiki satta. So this topic is introduced. So now starts. What is vyavahariki, what is pratibhasiki, what is paramarthika? Vyavaharika, pratibhasika, paramarthika sattanam varnanam. The description of this threefold existence: vyavaharika, empirical, pratibhasika, subjective. Sometimes in one book I read, the pratibhasika they are calling phenomenal existence. We have to verify. There is Vichar Sagara, somebody has written translation. So that right. So phenomenal, I don't know. Phenomenal we can tell, but that is the word I got. One more word. Any word needs to be explained. Some translation we use. And sometimes, we have got pressure to have one word, but sometimes one word may not be used, because whatever is conveyed in a particular language by one word, it cannot be conveyed by one word in other language. Even in English, some words are there which cannot be exactly conveyed by Sanskrit in one word. We have to give explanation only. It will not work. So here we give because we have pressure to give one word. So vyavaharika satta, empirical existence, the subjective existence, and paramarthika. Paramarthika means this absolute existence. Sattanam varnanam. Okay. Now vyavaharika satta. The object, they sometimes say vyavaharika, they say objective, and this pratibhasika they call subjective. So vyavaharika satta means the existence related to vyavahara. So empirical existence. They have given one word. So empirical, we are going, and so far it has not been contradicted, so we are using. See, empirical means what? Something which is not just projection, is available for transaction. The transactability is conveyed by the word vyavaharika. In fact, we can say transactable existence. Vyavaharika Satta, another functional translation would be transjectable existence. Okay. Now, what is this? See, Vyavaharika Satta, what are things have Vyavaharika Satta? This pencil has got Vyavaharika Satta. This book has got Vyavaharika Satta. My talking has got Vyavaharika Satta. Your hearing has got Vyavaharika Satta. Just be familiar with this. That is got Vyavaharika Satta. Yasya padarthasya, but he gives technical definition. Yasya padarthasya brahmagdanamantara na badaha किंतु ब्रह्मज्ञानेन एव बाधः भवति तस्य व्यावहारिक सत्तावत्वेन. Here this printing they always write one ta, it should be double ta. Sattavatvena vyapadeshaha. But we cannot make, how many places will make correction? Almost everywhere it is there. Alright. So what is called empirically existent? Anything to be called empirically existent, it has to have two conditions. One is that which cannot be negated without Brahmagdanam. Brahmagdanetara gnana badhyatvam. That which cannot be negated by any knowledge other than Brahmagdana. And second is Brahmagnaneneva badaha. That which is negated by Brahmagdana. So Brahmagnanetara gnana badhyatve sati Brahmagnana badhyatvam vyavaharika sattvam. So means two conditions. Any object like pot cannot be negated by any knowledge other than Brahmagdanam, and that which can be negated by Brahmagdanam, that is called Vyavaharika Sat. That is called empirically existent. See here, if we do Padakritya, if it was said that which cannot be negated by anything other than Brahmagdanam, Brahmagnanetara gnana badhyatvam, then what will be the problem? Brahmagnana itara gnana abadhyatvam. That which cannot be negated by any knowledge other than Brahmagnana. So what will be the problem? Okay, I can give you a clue. It will be Ati Vyapti. Maya also Brahmagdana Bhadya. Ati Vyapti to Brahman it will happen. But Brahman is not negated by any knowledge other than Brahman. Brahman is not negated by any knowledge other than Brahmagdana. Brahman, Brahma, Dana, Itara, Dana. Itara Dana means what? Rajju Dana, Shukti Dana. That will be called Brahma, Dana, Itara Dana, Abadhya. Abadhyam Kim Ghatapatadi. See, I have got a pencil and I get the knowledge of a pot. My pot knowledge will not remove this, will not negate this pencil. Brahma, Dana, Itara Dana, Abadhya. So this pencil will be saved now, but this Lakshana will go to Brahma. Ati Vyapti will happen. You know why? Because Brahman is not negated by any other knowledge. See, okay, first let us understand this Lakshana Samanvaya. Well, I'll leave it. No problem, because now we are in the departure mode. So Brahma Gnana Antara na Badaha. So Ghatapatadi is not negated by any knowledge other than Brahma Gnana. Is it clear? This part is clear. And if he had said only this much, then this Lakshana will go to Brahma also, the Paramarthik Satta also, because Paramarthika Satta also is not negated by any other knowledge. Okay. Kintu Brahmagdanena Badaha. If you had said only Brahmagdana Badhyatvam, Brahmagdaneneva Badaha Bhavati. If it was said only this much, Brahmagdana Badhyatvam Vyavaharika Sattvam, then there will be Ati Vyapti to Pratibhasika. Bhagavad Brahmagdanena Pratibhasikasyapi Badaha Bhavati. Alright. Tasya Vyavaharika Sattavatvena Vyapadeshaha. So Vyavaharika, empirically existent, is that which is not negated by any knowledge other than Brahmagdanam, and that which is negated by Brahmagdanam. So Brahmagnanetara Gnana Badhyatve Sati Brahmagnana Badhyatvam Vyavaharika Sattavatvam iti Vyapadesha. Vyavaharika Sattavatvena means as the one endowed with the empirical existence. Vyapadesha means the mention, reference. So Ghatapatadi, which is not negated by any knowledge other than Brahmagdanam and negated by Brahmagdanam, that is said to be endowed with empirical existence. Brahmagdanetara badhyatve sati, that's what I said is he said. Brahmagdanetara badhyatve sati Brahmagdana matra badhyatvam Vyavaharika Sattvam iti yavat. So Brahmagnanetara, Brahmagnana itara Gdanam means Rajjugdanam, Ghatadikdanam, by that it will not be negated. And Brahmagnana matra badhyatvam, that which is negated only by Brahmagdanam, that is called Vyavaharika Sattvam, empirical existence. Iti yavat means this is the idea. Sacha Satta, and that existence, Ishvara Srishta Padartheshu Asti. That existence is there in the objects which are created by Ishvara. That is what we call Ishvara Srishti, Jiva Srishti. Ishvara Srishtaha Vyavaharikaha, Jiva Srishtaha Pratibhasika. So Sacha Satta Ishvara Srishti Padartheshu Asti. And this is how we are differing from the Yogacara. Yogacara people do not accept the existence of external objects at all. Even in Jagrat and Swapna, both they do not accept, whereas we are accepting. And that is called Vyavaharika, Trisattavadi. So Sacha Satta, Ishvara, Srishta Padartheshu, Ghatapatadishu, or Parvatadi, Nadi Parvatadishu Asti. Yatah. Now he said how the objects created by Ishvara have got this Vyavaharika Satta. He says, Yataha, since Dehendriyadi Prapancha Rupa Ishvara Srishtehe Brahmagdana Mantara na Badaha Bhavati Kintu Brahmagdanena eva, we have to supply Badaha Bhavati Tasmat Ishvara Srishta Padarthaha Vyavaharika Sattakaha iti Gneyam. So Yataha and then Tasmat. So Yataha should be translated as since Dehendriyadi Prapancha Rupa Ishvara Srishtehe, of this creation of the Lord in the form of body, sense organs, Adipadena, Bahya Padartha, Ghatadi. Prapancha Rupa Ishvara Srishtehe, of the creation of the world consisting of body, sense organs, Ghatapatadi, which is the creation of the Lord. Brahmagdanam Antara, without Brahmagdanam, Badahana Bhavati, negation does not take place. Kintu Brahmagdaneneva Bhavati, Badaha, by Brahmagdanam alone, Badha, negation takes place. Tasmat, therefore means what? Since the two Lakshanas of the Vyavaharika Satta are there in the Ishvara Shushti Prapancha, therefore. So Tasmat means Ukta Lakshana Sattvat Ishvara Srishta Padarthaha Vyavaharika Sattakaha iti Gneyam. Therefore the things which are created by the Lord are Vyavaharika Sattakaha. Vyavahariki Satta, yes, Yesham, Te Vyavaharika Sattakaha. The objects which has got empirical existence, iti gneyam, in this manner should be understood. So simple meaning, what is saying that since Ishvara Srishta Padartha, body, sense organs, these Gatapatadi, these Nadi Parvatadi, they are having both the conditions. They are not negated by any knowledge other than Brahmagdanam, and they are negated by Brahmagdanam. Therefore, Lakshana Samanvayat, Ishvara Srishta Padartha, Vyavaharika Sattaka iti. Alright. Now we have been telling negated. What is the negation? He says, Badho Nama Aparoksha Mithyatma Nishaya. Negation means Aparoksha. Aparoksha means immediate, direct, Nishayaha, conviction of something being unreal. So direct conviction of something being unreal is called the negation of that thing. For example, when I see that this snake is unreal, snake was unreal, or even this, the Talamallinatadi of Akasha is unreal. So that seeing that Talamallinatadi, the impurity of space is unreal, that is called the negation of the blueness of the sky. Seeing that sunrise is really not there, that is called the negation of sunrise. So seeing the unreality of a thing is called the negation of that thing. And what is the significance of aparoksha? In the Vedantic context, we say this: I know this world is unreal. It is not a Shrauta Nishchaya, it is Aparoksha Nishchaya. Shastra says it is unreal, then it is not Aparoksha. I see it very clearly, then it is called Aparoksha Nishchaya. Means it is not a matter of the somebody's statement, it is my own vision. To convey that idea, Aparoksha Mithyatma Nishchaya is called Bhadaha. And this idea is conveyed in the Panchadashi, that is explained here, Tathacha Uktam Panchadashyam. And likewise or accordingly it is told in Panchadashi. But he said, Na pratitis tayo badaha kintu mithyatva nishchayaha. No chet sushupti murchadav muccheta yatnato janaha. So here the definition of bada is given. The negation is not non-cognition, non-perception of things. Tayoho means jiva jagato, contextually. Jiva and jagata are not cognized, that is not badaha. Then what is badaha? Mithyatva nishchayaha. Well ascertained understanding of something being unreal, that is called badaha. No chet. If you do not accept this definition, Sushupti Murchadav, in Sushupti deep sleep state, when there is no pratiti, there is no cognition of the external world, Murcha, coma, unconscious state, in that Janaha, a person, ayatnataha, without any effort, muccheta, would be free. So what this Vidyaranya Swamiji is saying, that Bada has to be understood as Mithyatva Nishchaya only. If you say that Bada is equal to non-experience of things, non-experience of the world is Badaha, then in Sushupti everybody becomes free. Murcha everybody becomes free. Therefore, non-cognition is not the Badaha. Because Bada and Moksha are connected. So by Jagat Mithyatva, by Badha of the Jagat, by Badha of Samsara, you become free. And Badha is equal to non-experience of the world. Then the wise person is experiencing the world. Therefore, he will not be free. And the person who is sleeping, he will become free. So what you require to get moksha is just to get sleep. And therefore, this apratiti, non-cognition, non-experience of the world is not badaha, but understanding it is mithya is badaha. And this is one of the most important aspects of Vedantic teaching. Not understanding this, many people think that a person should be free from the Dvaita Anubhava. Then only he has got Dhanam and Jnana Nishtha. He should be beyond bodies, the body sense. Means if you pinch him, nothing should happen. If you prick him, nothing should happen. If something happens, he is not a Jnani. So it will be very easy to know whether other person is Jnani or not. You should have one nail or some needle. Prick, if that person jumps, something not Jnani. He doesn't jump, he is a Jnani. That type of situation will happen. So it means you should be beyond experience. And generally they quote the Ramana Maharshi example. This is very popular. And Ramana Maharshi went through this surgery without anesthesia. You heard this? Have you heard this? Ramana Maharshi operation without surgery. He went through. And therefore is a Jnananishta. He is Jnananishta, we don't have problem in accepting. But therefore is Jnananishta, that we don't accept. Because even there are some self-hypnosis. If you do the self-hypnosis, then also you can be free. One can undergo the surgery without anesthesia. So that person is not a Jnani. Still he can do it. And there are some wise people who require anesthesia. So if you go by that particular yardstick, that any person who goes through surgery without anesthesia, that person alone is Jnana Nishtha, then you will have wrong conclusions. And that particular wrong orientation is dismissed by here Panchadashikara, saying that Badaha is Mithyatva Nishchaya. And therefore, even if a person is experiencing the world, but he has got this conviction that is Mithya, then he has negated the world. Otherwise, we will have a both ways problem. That who is really Jnani will not be accepted as Jnani. Who is not Jnani will be accepted as Jnani. Because he just went through the surgery. In fact, it happens that somebody, he was given anesthesia and then the anesthesia was not enough. Person woke up but he could not speak and all because they put some here also. And therefore he went through. Just because that he doesn't become Jnani. Therefore, there is no such thing that non-experience of the world is Badaha. And this type of discussion comes into the picture because generally we talk about Mithyatvam of Jagrat Prapancha with the Swapta Drishtanta. Jagrat Prapancha Mithya Drishyatva Swapta Prapanchavat. And then he said, okay, you are very smart, you are giving Swapna Drishtanta. But in Swapna Drishtanta, what happens? When you wake up, then not only dream world is negated, dream world disappears also. So, if Jagrat Prapancha is like Swapna Prapancha, then just as when the Jagrat Prapancha, when you come to Jagrata, we come to Jagrat, then Swapna Prapancha disappears. So it should not be enough that there is a Mithyatva Nishchaya. There should be non-perception also. In Swapna Prapancha, in case of Swapna Prapancha, when you wake up, there is a Mithyatva Nishchaya of Swapna Prapancha and there is a disappearance of or the cessation of the perception of Swapna Prapancha. That does not happen in Jagrat. You say that by Brahmajnanam, Jagrat Prapancha is negated. So if Jagrat Prapancha is negated, then this negation should be accompanied by the non-perception. Simply you say Brahmajnanam happened and you say that a world is seen. So a person will give Anumanam. Jagrat Prapanchaha Satyaha Anubhuyamanatvat Vyatirekena Badhita Swapta Prapanchavat. So person will not be able to establish. For that, we say, let us refine our understanding. Badaha does not mean this cessation of appearance. Cessation of appearance may happen, may not happen. And we have got examples to show that This sometimes, even though you have got experience of the thing, but still you have got the knowledge that it is not that. So we say it is negated. That is called Mrugatrishnika. So experience will be there, but negation is there because it is understood to be mithya. So understanding something to be mithya, that alone is called badaha. Otherwise, what will happen? This one orientation leads to another orientation, and that is one will think that I have negated the world, but still perception of the world is there. Therefore, I have to remain all the time in samadhi. Therefore, they said that person is a Brahmagnani, but he is only Brahmavid. Brahmavid Variyan means his perception of the world should be so much reduced. Like when we get cataract, no? Initially you will be seeing, but afterwards your cataract increases, then your perception decreases. So Brahmagdanam will be like cataract. More and more you Brahmagnana is there, Brahmavidvara, then your perception should reduce. And then when you complete cataract, then what? Nothing is seen. So similarly, Brahmagdanam is complete means nothing is seen. That is Brahma with Varishtha. So that type of orientation is dismissed by this clarity. And now it is said, Paramatma Vashesho hi Tat Satyatva Vinishchayaha Na Jagat Vismrutir no Chet Jivan Muktir na Sambhaved. So he says that the avidya and vidya, it is some definition is given in the same chapter in the earlier shloka. He said, what is avidya? Considering that samsara is paramartha and belongs to atma, it's really associated with atma, that type of bhranti is called avidya, and this samsara is only to chidabhasa and really does not belong to atma, that is called vidya. And he said, and this vidya, how does it come? Vicharanat, by analysis. What is the analysis? Sada vicharayet tasmat jagat jiva paramatmanaha. So one should think about the nature of what is nature of jagat, jiva and paramatma. Paramatma, which is the truth behind the jiva and jagat. And then what will happen? Jiva badha, jagat badha will happen. And only paramatma will remain. So what is the culmination of this vidya? Paramatma alone remaining is called Paramatma Vasheshatvam. That is the culmination of vidya. So what is the meaning of Paramatma alone remains? That is explained here. Paramatma Vasheshaha. Paramatma, highest self, alone remaining means Tat Satyatva Nishchayaha. So Paramatma alone remains. He indeed is ascertainment of Paramatma alone being Satyam. It is not that Paramatma alone will remain, all others will disappear or something. And na Jagat Visprutihi. Jagat Vispruti, not remembering, non-perception. Here Vispruti is also in the sense of the non-perception. So non-perception is not the remainder of Paramatma. Because if that is not accepted, if you say Jagat Vispruti alone is Paramatma Avasthitihi, remaining in Paramatma means the world should be completely removed. World should be completely out of perception. If that is what you insist, then Jivan Mukti na Sambhave. Then Jivan Mukti will not be possible. Jivan Mukti means freedom while living. Freedom while living will be possible only when a person is alive. And person is alive, how do you know? When person is perceiving. So if you are insistent that Paramatma Avasesha means remaining in Paramatma alone, means the Jagat should be forgotten, then Jivan Mukti will not be there. Because person is perceiving the world. If perceiving the world is against the Paramatma Sthiti, then there will not be Jivan Mukti. Only Vidya Mukti will happen. And our Shastra accepts Jivan Mukti. Our Vidvat Anubhava also is there. And therefore, the right understanding is the Bada is equal to Mithyatva Nishchaya, and Paramatma Avashesha remaining in Paramatma means that Satyatva Nishchaya. Paramatma alone is Satya. And therefore, Bada here should be understood in the form of Aparoksha Mithyatva Nishchaya as said in the Panchadashi. More we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. So this class we are suspending for some time. When it is revived, we will inform.